Zeus may be loose, but Hades always gets the ladies. And that doesn't make any sense. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Film Conscience, where the voices in my head do the talking. We are going to get things started straight away. This week, we are taking a look at Clash of the Titans, a film about a young demigod named Perseus, whose destiny it is to destroy the evil Kraken. So, take it away, you two. This was so fucking bad. I cannot believe how bad they made this. They had everything they needed to make this movie awesome, and yet somehow they were able to make it unbearable. Holy shitballs in a handkerchief. Okay, let's just get through this like the professionals we are. We're not professionals. We are socially awkward nerds that will ridicule anything to make us feel superior to them, when in actuality we couldn't create anything better. You know, critics. Nevertheless, we must go on. So what were the issues? The story and character development are some of the worst I have ever seen. It is shockingly boring. The CGI is adequate at best, sometimes just being bad. It's just so boring. And the art direction and costume design are so bland that I thought I accidentally stumbled across a community theater production. Have I mentioned that it's just so fucking boring? Do you really not have anything else to say? What? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over all the boredom. Alright, well, can you at least explain why it was boring? I can take this one, actually. There is little to no development in any area. Because of this, the whole thing feels rushed, like they're ashamed of what they came up with. And rightly so. It just makes no sense. How could they possibly fuck up the most awesome source material in existence? Clash of the Titan asks, so, you think people fighting giant scorpions is totally kick-ass? Well, think again. You think that a face-off with evil witches that are direct rip-offs of the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth will keep you on the edge of your seat? Well, I think you're mistaking us for good filmmakers. Another thing that was mildly surprising, the acting didn't even come close to saving it. I mean, Sam Worthington, you know, whatever. Sam Worthington is so boring! Would you Continue? As I was saying, you have Academy Award nominated actors, Liam Neeson, Ralph Fiennes, as gods. Doesn't that sound great? But nope, they're just voids. In an even bigger void that was swallowed by a black hole that was then swallowed by Keanu Reeves. Another problem I have, and it's not just with Clash of the Shit, it's with all action-adventure movies being made nowadays. They all take themselves so seriously. It's like, can you seriously not have a little bit of fun? It's like watching neat freaks having sex. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that sometimes films need to take themselves seriously, because when you start adding jokes to Schindler's List, you know you're in a bit of trouble. Well, don't look at me. You know that I obviously agree with both of you. Oh, yeah. Right. Although, in this case, I think I agree with Ringo. Yes. Goofy Hat 1, Tight Ass 0. Now, is there anything about it that I actually liked? No. Oh, yeah, actually. No, what? Well, there's one scene near the end where they have to face Medusa. It's actually pretty intense, and it has a nice build-up. But it turns out it was all for naught when you actually see Medusa, who has been reduced to CGI garbage that looks worse than Kraken crotch. Why do you have to destroy everything that's good? Why did you have to take away the one little good thing I actually had to say about this movie? Because this movie doesn't deserve your love. It doesn't deserve anyone's love. It deserves to be taken into a dark alleyway and raped, being left alone, feeling shameful and degraded. That's my dream. Holy shit, man. Okay, well, thank you. I think I got enough. So, here's my conclusion. Clash of the Titans is, you guessed it, boring, boring, boring. Why? Because it's uninteresting and uninventive. The writing is extremely poor, the visuals aren't very exciting, and it just seems like no one really cares. It's really too bad, because I think Greek mythology is fantastic source material. Unfortunately, these people managed to turn it into pure, uninspired crap. Well, this has been Film Conscience, where the voices in my head do the talking.